G'day everyone, what is going on? It is your favorite producer from down under, Jhin, back with another video. And this one is going to be a little bit different. I have a producer mate of mine, also from Australia, known as Brezie. He has sent me through his newest loop kit called Falling. So in this video, I am going to be going through, listening to those loops, and turning one that I vibe with into a full beat. Now, if you are new here, would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button. And also a friendly reminder that I do stream live over on Twitch every single night, and recently it's been a lot of Pokemon Violet. So if you are interested in that one, would greatly appreciate it if you follow me over there as well. But with that one being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's have a look at these loops. Okay, so here we are inside of FL Studio, and as you can see on the left-hand side, we do have Breezie's new kit, which is the Falling loop kit. Now, I'm going to be going through, listening to some of the loops, and one of the loops that I, vibe with, I'm going to be turning into a beat. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be doing the intro and the first hook, but the full final beat will be available on my store and all of my socials. So if you are interested in that one, I'll be leaving all my socials in the description down below. So this is the Falling loop kit made by Brezie, and this is the first loop in it called Approaching. Kind of sounds, a bit spacey. Kind of sounds a little bit of a sample that Uzi might be able to jump on. We do have Better. Straight away, we can actually predict that there's going to be a whole different bunch of samples in this kit. It's not just going to be your pain melodies. It sounds like, there's some dark stuff, some virtual stuff. So let's honestly just keep on going through them. All of these are honestly really nice. I'm honestly feeling this one. This is going to be the loop that I flip. Dropping D sharp minor, originally in a BPM of 140. But for the purpose of this, I'm thinking I should speed it up a little bit. So first of all, we're going to fit to tempo, fit to the embedded one, which is 140. Then we're going to be stretching it over with the mode. I'm thinking for this, I might actually bump you up to 152. Now, let's just honestly go through and just start with some cutting. For the intro, I want everything going. So that's going to be, the bass. That's going to be, the plucks, everything that is available I'm going to be using. So first of all, let's just get all of that sorted. For the first hook, I want the pad and then just kind of like the offbeat pluck. Don't really think I'm going to be using this bass right here. I might for, a different part, maybe for a pre-hook, yet again, just to kind of change things up a little bit. So I'm just going to be dragging that one down, turning that one off. Then for the second part, let's actually just drag you over there. So we kind of have, yet again, something a bit off pattern, if that kind of makes sense. Then for this part right here, let's just go straight in and have you hit roughly about there. So I can cut that one, I can cut that one, and then just copy and paste that one over twice. I think this is a perk loop, copy this one and this one over. So we have the intro going into the hook. You're just going through now, just in case you're wondering how I already have the drum pattern set up. It's what I have with my default template. If I go over here, as you can see, I have all of my go-to drums. Then if I just literally throw in a loop, I can just go completely nuts with the drums. One thing I really want to emphasize when it comes to working with loops, if you've got a simple loop, you want a complex drum pattern. If you've got a complex loop, you want a really simple drum pattern. You want to find that balance, that, that median. Because if you have a complex loop and you're going to be throwing on a complex drum pattern, there's going to be so much happening where an artist doesn't know where to actually perform and they don't actually have enough room to perform. So always just keep in mind, complex loop, simple drum pattern, simple loop, complex drum pattern. For something like this, it's really simple, so I'm going to be going nuts with this drum pattern. So let's honestly get right into it. This first part right here, let's actually work with the 808. Now keep in mind, we are actually in the key of D sharp minor at a BPM of 152. So the first 808s that we're going to put in, obviously D sharp. Let's obviously go over to snap and put you online as well. All right, so now that we have that, I'll just Control C, Control V over to pattern 1. We will change it up a little bit as well. So let's just kind of, go in here and then boom. All right, then let's obviously, drag it over. Then let's go over to snap to a third step yet again. And then let's just kind of go for something a bit like dun, 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 if that kind of makes sense. We just want a triplet bounce. Something like that. And then with this pattern over here, let's just make this one unique yet again. This is going to turn into pattern 4. Now what we want to do with this one is just something really simple. Boom, boom, boom. Actually get rid of that one over there and just kind of copy this first part over. Something as simple as that. We don't need to really go overboard with it. Now, the last thing that I will add in with this part right here is pattern 5. We'll be throwing in a kick as well. So let's just go in and quickly do that one. Now, I'm going to make sure that it doesn't hit every single time the 808 hits, because if you have the kick and the 808 hitting, it does work, but I like to kind of go for the Metro Boomin method, where we sometimes have a kick hit where an 808 is not, or we take away the kick and just let the 808, just breathe. It kind of gives it, a unique bounce. So let's honestly get straight into that one, maybe to begin with. Something like that, really simple. Let's go over to the next pattern over here, which is going to be pattern 2. And let's do the kick over with this one as well. Now for this one, I might actually put a kick on for every 808. Now let's honestly find that kick really quickly and deal with the levels, because it is just a bit too loud. Honestly, the sample is really nice. It just, allows a lot of room for an 808 to come in, just, 808 to punch through the mix. Honestly, really good bloody loop right here. The one thing I will do now is just sidechain the kick to the 808 really quickly. Go over to Experiment Club by Producer Grind. Go over to their preset, FL Mixer preset, TB sidechain. Throw that one on to the 808 and then just go over to the kick right here. And I'll change you to about a -14 to a -13. I'm thinking for this a -13. That way, you can hear the kick coming through, but then you can also, kind of hear the tail end of, the 808 coming through. Really simple. Obviously, I will change up, you know, the hi-hat pattern just a little bit, because just having a two-step just kind of sounds a little bit boring. So for this second part here is where I might actually go a little bit crazy with the hi-hats in regards to adding in just a couple of rolls, a couple of bounces. So to begin with, let's just grab that one, throw you over there. Go in, adding, you know, a couple of quick rolls. All right, so then what I will do is just go over here really quickly, just Control C, throw you onto pattern 5 as well. And that's literally all we're going to be doing for, you know, for this beat. You know, you don't need to go overboard. The more you go overboard, the more, you know, the more that you have happening in a beat, the less room there is for an artist. So I just try and keep my beats just as really, you know, basic as, you know, as possible. Have a lot of bounce with it as well, so that when I send them out and an artist is listening to it, they can actually just easily jump on, just start, you know, freestyling instead of, you know, listening over and over and over and over again going, oh, I could maybe start. No, not yet. There's too much happening. Let me start. What? No, still can't do it. There's still too much happening. So I just want to, you know, just go straight for, you know, the freestyle sort of beat, something that someone can just jump on, start flowing, and just let, you know, their imagination go just while, you know, they're performing on the beat. But yeah, that is honestly a really good loop kit made by Brezie. I used the dropping loop with this one and made a really hard-hitting beat. Yet again, keep in mind, I am going to be finishing this beat behind the scenes, and this one will be available, and it will be dropping the same time this video does as well. If you are interested in that one, I'll be leaving a link to the beat channel down in the description as well. Yet again, with every single last one of my social links as well. Thank you yet again to Brezie for sending me out this loop kit completely for free. Really good. Highly recommend that one as well. Mate, you honestly fucking killed it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here yet again, would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button. And a friendly reminder that I do stream live over on Twitch, and recently I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Violet, so if you are interested in that one and you want to catch up with the shenanigans, feel free to follow me over there and, you know, join in for some terror raids if you play some Pokemon as well. I've been enjoying it a lot. That one being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week for another video.